Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the movie. Before I get into this video, I'd just like to ask you a quick question. What is your most favourite Sonic video game that made by Sega? Let me know in the comment section below. Love to hear it for you wonderful gaming minions out there. Okay then, let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And action. Hello fellow speed freaks and ring collectors, welcome to my full-hearted review of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. If you've been following this movie franchise, you know it's been a genuine love letter to us long-time Sega fans. But this third installment, this isn't just a love letter, it's a whole poetry book.
That is true.
Right from the jump, my heart swelled up. The movie opens with the magnificent, glorious Sega games montage. A blast of pure 90s nostalgia that instantly told me, you're home, kid. It's that perfect little sentimental nod that says, we remember where it all started and we love it just as much as you. That little touch right there sets the tone. This movie is for us. So they waste zero time diving into the heavy hitters. We move straight to a prison island on Tokyo Bay in Japan, and the dramatic introduction of the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog, awaits us. What ensues is pretty much a cool action scene of Shadow fighting his way out, because what happens is that he doesn't just walk out, he annihilates those security forces, showing us immediately what he is capable of. This hedgehog is no joke, and the sheer power he excludes instantly raises the stakes for the entire film. But before the heavy drama consumes us, the movie smartly pivots back to the heart. We get a truly touching scene in the woods, a playful race between Sonic and his friends on his birthday, between Tails and Knuckles. It's a moment of family and friendship and bonding that reminds us what Sonic is basically fighting to protect. It's a beautiful because it's so simple. Just three friends being happy. This quiet moment of joy is essential because it is the polar opposite of Shadow's sorrow. The story hits us with the tragedy. 50 years Shadow was trapped, a lifetime of loneliness and arrested development. So of course, when Team Sonic is called in for assistance to deal with this unstoppable force, the sparks fly. Their fight in Japan is a cinematic treat. Shadow is absolutely no pushover. He's a strategic and brutal opponent. And the choreography of the fight, the way the action is shot, is superb. Total 2 thumbs up. I have to praise the cinematography here. CGI and live action elements are blended seamlessly, making the action feel real, heavy and immediate. And of course, we have to talk about his transportation. We get a beautiful shot of Shadow's motorbike, a gorgeous Harley, giving a cheeky nod to his own video game title, I believe. It's the perfect touch of cool for a character who refuses to be tied down by speed limits or moral ones. The movie then gently pulls back the curtain on this tragedy. We learn that Shadow came from a meteor and scientists placed him in stasis for 50 years and out of fear of his immense power. You see, Shadow may be looking like the true villain, but in fact, the real true villain is in fact fear. That's the true villain here. Now there was a certain part of this movie that truly resonated with me and why Shadow stands out so much. His backstory with Maria. You see, Maria wasn't just a friend. She was the person who brought a light into Shadow's life, showing him that he could choose who he wanted to be and wasn't destined to be a monster just because of how powerful he was. This sentimental section is a wonderful part of the movie because it provides an emotional bridge of understanding. We see that Shadow isn't inherently evil. He's a being consumed by loss and grief. A motivation that is incredibly human and therefore extremely relatable. He wants justice because he lost the only true friend he ever had while she was trying to help him escape. See, this is why Shadow was my highlighted character, voiced by the awesome and brilliantly Keanu Reeves. The character's motivation for wanting justice is entirely rooted in his pain. The writing here is sensitive and mature. It doesn't paint him as a villain, but as a grieving, hurt soul, acting out of deep sense of injustice. that hit me right in the feels. But don't think the film gets bogged down in sorrow. The plot thickens with the ultimate intellectual crossover. Robotnik meets his own grandfather at Shadow's lab. This funny intellect moment between two eccentric geniuses is pure joy. They're on a quest to find the mystery behind a specific incident at the Chow Gardens. A great piece of lore for the fans, and the dialogue between them is pure magic. And speaking of magic, Dr. Eggman, played by Jim Carrey, is once again a brilliant, unforgettable highlight. His performance is a masterclass in comical dialogue, wit, and sheer upbeat, manic energy. It was genuinely lovely to see him find a strange happiness spending time with his grandfather, even if the grandfather's ultimate goal was global annihilation. The movie maintains this brilliant blend of serious moments and light-hearted comedy. The serious moments are allowed to be serious, and they're not unnecessarily broken by a joke like we sometimes see in the MCU by Marvel. You see, this restraint is what makes the emotional payoff land so much harder. The stakes are huge, literally the face of the earth, which leads to the biggest, most satisfying and most heroic payoff from Sonic, Tails and Knuckles yet. The final act takes us to the UK, of all places. Grandpa Robotnik's super weapon is located in London. He's going after the key, motivated by the devastating loss of his granddaughter Maria, a direct parallel to Shadow's own grief. It is wonderful thematic touch, in a crazy, messed up, I'm gonna annihilate everyone on Earth kind of way. Now, if I had to offer a small critique of the film, it would be the musical score. It was perfectly fine and very Sonic-esque, but it didn't have that standout, memorable anthem I hoped for, however. I must say that in the slower, more sentimental scenes of, the film, the music provided a delicate, emotional backing that I really appreciated though. Overall, the movie is incredibly well made. The pacing was excellent. I was able to follow the story and the characters' motivations perfectly. The CGI and locations were phenomenal. All the core themes of family, friendship and loss hit the right emotional places. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is without a doubt a fun family movie and a phenomenal watch for fans. It's visually packed, the action is non-stop, and it does not overstay its welcome. See, so watching this film makes me incredibly proud to be a Sega fan. I've been a Sega fan since I was a kid back in the 1990s. This entire movie series is a true love letter to the games and the lore that we grew up with. I want to personally thank Sega and the filmmakers for making movies that feel so authentic and so full of heart. I truly hope this success encourages them to bring more games from the Sega's catalogue to the big screen. Are there any games that you would like to see to the big screen? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear those games. I really enjoyed this movie. It's an easy, heartfelt recommendation to absolutely anyone looking for an engaging, fun and surprisingly sentimental cinematic experience. So that's my take. Did you love Shadow? Did Jim Carrey steal your heart again? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more reviews and channel content. Thanks for watching and stay speedy. And this is Mel from Mel's Media Room signing off.